folks, and welcome back to another episode of your Brains Coach podcast. My name is Angela Shurina. I'm your host. I'm your Brains Coach, and it is my job here to bring to you all the best brain body tools supported by science so you could feel, look, and do your absolute best. Folks, it's still a surprise for a lot of you and a lot of my clients, a lot of people I in general talk to, that everything you do with your lifestyle, with your food, it affects how you think, how you feel, your productivity, your actions, and ultimately the trajectory of your life. Like, believe it or not, what you put on your plate for breakfast will define your destiny. Now, of course, I'm not talking about one breakfast, once in a lifetime thing. I'm talking about what you do daily, because that shit compounds, folks. Like, return on investment, compound interest. You put in, $20 every day, and in so many years, it can end up being $1 million with a certain, rate of increase of that investment, depending where you put it in. The same kind of with your nutrition. And human beings are long-living creatures, 100 years, well, on average, probably around 70, 80. But you want to understand that what you do regularly, it has a huge effect on your life. In 10 years from now, you'll look back and you'll think, like, maybe not you, but a lot of people think, how did I end up here? And how you ended up there is what you did every single day. Because your life is a summary of your daily actions that you do consistently. And they say that people on average think like 80-90% the same thoughts, the same feelings, and basically the same type of action. And that's why the life doesn't really move exponentially anywhere, but kind of stays on the same, level. Just the scenery changes. Maybe you move to different places, maybe you get family, etc. But you will not grow consistently, blowing up your own mind in 10-20 years if you do not pay attention to your daily actions. And your nutrition is one of those daily actions that has a profound effect on your life. And you just don't think about that because usually you're not a nutritionist and you don't know how, for example, certain food compounds affect your brain chemistry. And yet that brain chemistry is the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you take actions. So folks, do not underestimate those small quote unquote habits because they really compound. So if you don't want to end up in a place where you look back and you're like, I had amazing dreams. How did I end up here? And that is how. Look at what you do every day. And if you're not sure what is the best course of action, like for me, I'm not sure what's the best course of action with my business sales. And so I'm taking courses, I'm learning actively. Right now, it's about 2-3 hours every day that I'm dedicating to learning. Well, like, is it the best way, the most effective? No, but it is for sure better than just sticking with what I do and not really getting anywhere, hoping that some miracle will happen and it will all turn around. And that's what most people do, folks, with their nutrition lifestyle, hoping that it will turn out okay. Well, hoping is not a strategy. And there is another good saying. People overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. What it means is, we are, not you, but I am patient. We are impatient with the results we see today, a week from now, months from now. But we forget that if we do something consistently today and every day, something tiny, small, that actually will compound to quite a big change. It's like a little bit of a turning doesn't look that big when you're on one path. But over the next day, week, and months, that path can lead you to a different pole on the planet Earth, right? So just think about those small steps, small actions, small thoughts, small feelings that you have. And if you really think about that and you future pace yourself and you understand that this kind of feelings, thoughts, and actions will not lead to the person you need to become to live the future you want to live, change it today. Don't wait, because tomorrow is not going to be any better than today. Monday is not better than Wednesday. So start today and just keep going. However small, however insignificant it can seem. It compounds, folks. That being said, a question from TikTok that I got today. My TikTok is getting actually more and more active. Like people actually start commenting with good stuff there. So a person asked me, because my video was about high energy lifestyle that you're going to learn about in a second. So the question was, when do I know when to push and when to take a break? Like at some point I get tired from doing the hard stuff, right? When do I take a break? And ultimately, folks, you will have to learn how to take responsibility for this answer. And your answer is probably not going to be perfect, but it's going to be better than somebody else trying to figure it out for you in most cases. I or any other person or professional, coach, cannot get into your head and into your body. I don't know at which point pushing works for your benefit and at which point pushing works against you and you're going to break and it's going to hard for you to come back or you basically burn out, right? This answer, you have to figure it out. I'm a big fan of taking challenges and setting external rules for quitting or not quitting instead of relying on our feelings that are very, very fleeting. But also, you gotta feel when too much is too much, because breaking yourself in half without the hope of return anytime soon, that is not working in your long-term interest. But also, always backing up from challenge, like I did for many years, by the way, will also not work for designing, creating the life, the person you want to live, because that person needs your personal and professional growth. And you have to push it more than you have to go with your feelings. But again, where is your breaking point? I don't know. You got to learn how to feel it. And then also, of course, there is some science, like sleep 8 hours a day. They say it works for all human beings. So feeling, but also using professionals and science to tell you, okay, well, this is not possible doing that, just working and working and working and never taking a break off, never taking a day off, because you're not a machine. That's an objective truth. That being said, today we're talking about high energy lifestyle. Today we're going to cover what is high energy lifestyle and high energy workflow. And on our episode on Friday, we're going to cover morning kickstarter, how to start every single morning, like 3 basic things, very simple 3 basic things in the morning. So you wake up fresh, feeling productive, focused, coming around fast and getting to it really fast instead of having those thoughts, oh, maybe I should delay, maybe I should do something easier, etc., etc. No, you can actually jumpstart your morning the same way based on science, so you can feel dialed in right away, ready to go, no matter how you get up from your bed. And we all wake up in different states. But today we're going to talk about 4 pillars of high energy day, high energy lifestyle, and then 3 steps of high performance workflow. How to stop being that car with a leaky fuel tank, basically leaking your own energy. Now you can create a lot of energy with high energy lifestyle, but if you constantly leak it and it goes to waste, then guess what happens, folks? When you do that, you do not accomplish anything, even having high energy lifestyle. When you don't learn how to use your own energy effectively, kind of having, again, like this car with a leaky fuel tank. So that being said, let's jump right into high energy lifestyle. So I created this formula, high energy day. It's 4 pillars of high energy lifestyle. So basically what you want to understand, you want to do 4 things consistently, if not every day, then almost every day, in order to feel like you have a lot of energy, in order to have a lot of cellular energy. There is machinery in your cells. They're called mitochondria, and they produce your energy. And so your lifestyle, your nutrition, and some other things affect the way that mitochondria work. And if you make it work ineffectively, if you make your mitochondria weak, and that can actually happen because they are biological organisms, just like you are. When you train, you get stronger. When you do something stupid, you get weaker. So the same thing happens to your cells and to your mitochondria, energy producing plants of your cells. Now, when they start to malfunction or stop being effective and strong, what you're going to get is low energy levels. Imagine, folks, having a bank account where you get your daily budget. And imagine if that budget is big. You have a lot of money to spend on anything you want. I don't know, your food, your gym, your clothing, your experiences, going out, I don't know, going paragliding or skydiving, going on different experiences, doing different courses, investing into your business. Imagine like your bank account is just limitless. How much drive to act did you just feel right now when thinking about that? Imagine if you had almost a limitless bank account. What would you do with that, right? And now imagine if that bank account was small or it was shrinking almost every day and you get less and less and less. You get less and less enthusiasm for life. That's what's going to happen, folks. And you're going to be able to do less and less and less. And that's exactly what happens when you create very little energy. It's like you get your energy bank account and it's shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. And so your brain knows this. Your brain's primary purpose is to manage your energy balance so you don't run out of energy and don't die. Without energy, there is no life. Energy is the currency of life. So your brain is always monitoring this. Like when we are talking right now, it is monitoring your energy levels. And so when those energy levels go down and without, advising you, without talking to you, your brain decides, okay, we're going to procrastinate more. We're not going to be that enthusiastic about going out. We're not going to be enthusiastic about doing things. We're not going to be enthusiastic about being proactive and going for business opportunities. Why is that? Well, because you don't have any energy. You are at zero with your bank account or getting very close to that. So guess what? Your brain is like, nope, not going to happen. No, cancel. We're going to also give you bad mood and maybe sometimes even depression. So you sit tight and don't waste any of that precious energy. So that's what happens, folks, when you do not have robust energy producing plants of your cells, mitochondria. You're going to have less and less and less enthusiasm for life. You're going to be more and more skeptical because skepticism, what it actually does, it makes you take less action and hence going to make you waste less energy. So now that you understand that and where your procrastination, lack of motivation and bad mood might be actually coming from, you understand the importance of your high energy day for your business and your life. It will either create an amazing future business and life-wise, or it's going to crush your best dreams. Now, the lifestyle is actually very simple. There are 4 things you got to do every day to have high energy consistently. You got to sleep well, 8 hours on the same schedule, dark, cool, and quiet. You got to cancel your noise with some earplugs, put an eye mask on your eyes. So that's what you do to put the foundation of your high energy day. So great sleep. And there are so many details you can get wrong, but without sleep, there is no high energy every day. No way around that. Second thing, light exposure. There is more and more data telling us how light exposure, how getting yourself outside, viewing sunlight in the first 1 to 3 maximum hours of sunrise, as close to your waking time as possible. How it affects your energy systems, your dopamine, the one that makes you want to do things, your serotonin, the one that makes you sleep well and also makes you happy and confident and not craving sweet stuff and a lot of other things. It affects your cortisol that makes you awake, alert, ready to act in the morning, and then, it goes down and allows you to sleep peacefully at night. So many systems depend on that light exposure and that synchronization of your brain and your body that light produces. The special kind of light, again, different times of the day produce different wavelengths of light. So timing matters. So light exposure, pillar number 2, you get your sleep, you get your light exposure, you get your daily movement, and then consists of being active in general, getting your step count in 8 to 10,000, and also having at least 20-30 minutes of exercise, at least freaking 5 minutes, folks. When you wake up in the morning, if you're super short on time, do 5-7 minute high intensity interval workout, and you can find tons of videos on YouTube, and you're done. you at least covered your basics, and then just stay active, while going around doing business or running errands. So movement, you gotta get that in because of blood circulation towards your organs, towards your brain, because of removal of toxins via your lymphatic system that can only be stimulated effectively by your movement. Exercise, it produces such a cascade of reactions in your body and in your brain that there is just so much research about how exercise affects your mood and thoughts and actions and health and sleep quality and stress levels and your immune system. It's just mind-boggling. So if you want to have high energy and exercise, what it does for your mitochondria, it actually, because it induces a certain energy-demanding stress, it makes your mitochondria more robust. It trains them to produce more energy because you demand that energy via exercise, which, by the way, for your brain might mean you might be running from a lion and fighting for your life. That's why high intensity interval training actually is so good. It produces this energetic stress on your mitochondria that make them work better. And with more energy, everything works better. So you get your sleep, you get your light exposure, you get your exercise. And the last but not least is your nutrition. Folks, not only foods give you energy, you also get vitamins and minerals that make any other process in your body possible, from creating your dopamine and serotonin to your sleep state to your recovery state. Like, in order to actually rest and digest, you need certain nutrients in foods. In order to unlock energy in foods, you need to get certain nutrients to make the reaction of energy extraction possible. So what you want to understand, it's not just the calories, it's the quality of food. When your diet is not balanced and doesn't provide all the essential nutrients, energy creation will be compromised on all levels, and so will your stress management and recovery. So this is what you want to understand, folks. And that's it. 4-pillar lifestyle. Once you get to a point where you consistently do these practices in the right science-based way, personalized for your lifestyle, age, energy demands, etc. Once you get your sleep, movement, nutrition, and light exposure down, you'll be surprised how freaking much more energy you're gonna have every single day. And it's not gonna be, you wake up one day, you have a lot of energy, and the other day you don't have a lot of energy. It's going to be consistent every single day. And even on your lower energy days, you're going to still feel better than most of the people out there. Can you imagine that? What could you do with that kind of energy bank account? You're going to be running enthusiastic about so many things, and you will invest that enthusiasm into where it matters the most, and you're going to create an amazing life experience. There is no doubt about one thing, folks. People you admire for things they accomplish, their energy levels are up there. For whichever reason, they figure things out that work. And you're going to have a much better chance, like a much, much, much better chance down to science, having higher energy levels like the people you admire when you sleep, exercise, eat well, do light exposure. And I think that's it for today, folks. We covered high energy lifestyle, and I think I'm going to stop here for today. So on Friday, we're going to cover our high performance workflow and our morning Kickstarter formula. So stay tuned for that, because that's where you, first of all, dial in your energy levels. So you also jumpstart your engine really fast with the morning Kickstarter formula, but also so you don't leak that energy like that car with a leaking fuel tank, and you use your energy effectively and you produce a lot more impact with that energy that you start building up with high energy day lifestyle practices, right? To recap, sleep, movement, your nutrition, and your light exposure. And I know it will and can be confusing for a lot of you not in the field of nutrition, integrative health, fitness, performance, recovery, etc. So you have two choices right now. You can try to stumble on the best solution and spend another few years figuring it out. Number 2, you can schedule the session with me where I'm going to walk you through your 80-20, the most effective way to start building up those practices that will build up your energy bank account that will fuel your success in life. And option number 3, also get in touch and sign up, get on board our 6 weeks My Optimized Brain Challenge that's going to happen on June 22nd, where in 6 weeks, I'm going to walk you through all the self-optimization protocols, and you're going to be paired up with another entrepreneur, high performer, and you're going to be learning and practicing this cutting edge science of performance and high energy life. And you're going to be accountable to me and to the body of yours that you're going to be paired up with. And there's going to be so much fun and expert Q&As and just everything you need to succeed on a personal level is going to be there, backed by science and the best coaching practices. So how to get in touch? There is a link to the My Optimized Brain application. You can go there, or you can email me with the title My Optimized Brain to Angela@brainbreakthroughcoach.com. Angela@brainbreakthroughcoach.com. And no matter what, folks, understand one thing. Your energy levels will define who you are and what you get in life. So work on those. I think it is worth it. Don't you think so? And that's it for today. Have an awesome Wednesday, rest of the week, and I'll talk to you very soon.